My name is Ho, H to the O-V. I used to by the OZ. I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. Ho, fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I be the music biz #1 supplier. Ho, not DOC, but similar to them letters. No one could do it better. I check cheddar like a food inspector. My homie Strick told me, dude, finish your breakfast. So that's what I'ma do, take you back to the dude with the Lexus. Fast forward the jewels and the necklace. Let me tell you dudes what I do to protect this. Shoot at you actors like movie directors.
It's amazing.
And there's a shot earlier of the Rockets preparing for action. It's the land of mission control, Houston, Texas, where the Rockets are ready to engage in an interconference showdown. And State Farm presents the starting lineups. Someone we'll be keeping an eye on certainly today, Jeremy Lin.
Well, you always know that you can count on to make a play offensively. Big pass, big shot, whatever it is, he's got great awareness of what's going on the court.
Boy, I love the purpose that he drives the basketball. When he gets into that lane with intentionality, once he gets his mind made up to attack the rim, he's hard to stop.
For the Cavaliers, this is the last game before heading back to Cleveland. Right now, they're way down in the standings, just 12th place in the conference.
Well, fellas, I really think a game plan, and then stick with it. Stick to the script.
But it's so hard to do, Clark, as you know. When you start heading south at mid-season, the momentum just can grab you and take you underneath the ground. I mean, that's what's happened with this club. They are losing their confidence, their poise, and I don't know that they're going to be able to get it turned around.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however, for the three. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Irving's got the first 3 points tonight for the Cavs. Here's Lin. And the three off target. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the wash to the Suns in Phoenix. And that one's good by G. G's got his first bucket of the night.
And Cavs coach Byron Scott, of course, a distinguished playing career, 14 seasons, mostly with the Lakers, where he was part of that Showtime crew. He won 3 championships with L.A.
And here are the Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Good work turning that into an easy 2-point. He can attack the rim as well as anybody.
From deep, Harden. Shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
And, you know, going back to Byron Scott, actually a contemporary of mine when I was playing in the NBA. He's a good leader and an excellent communicator and motivator. Scott really knows how to hold his players accountable and get them to reach their optimal level. I like the way he does his work.
The Cavaliers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they've made progress in that department from last season. Going into this one, guys, I mean, the numbers have improved.
That's what I do. Stretch. I'm so dope like an 8 for dope before I'm through. Product stretch. I got it mastered, man. And I hold on like plastic, man.
Good on both.
A lot of big men struggle at the line, but that's a strength for him.
The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Left side, Lin. And yes, sir, that one drops.
You know, he got one step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
The Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
There's Jeremy Lin. He's so good at driving the lane. Excellent ball handler, crafty finisher inside, stronger than he looks, and really understands angles. And that's how he's able to get that shot off in the lane.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Irving. The rebound by Omer Ashik. Cleveland on defense. 3-point lead.
And, you know, going back to Jeremy Lin, guys, his ability to finish in the lane is quite unique. I mean, he's really worked to develop his floaters and runners, whether off 1 foot or a jump stop. For a guard, that shot can really be a game changer inside. As a matter of fact, I think every guard needs to have that in his repertoire.
And here is Irving. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Kicks to G.
How about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow. No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
Man, he is an absolute force when he gets near the hoop.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Sprite. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kevin McHale.
We see more and more point guards with that kind of impressive dunking ability, don't we?
Absolutely. We're seeing more and more of that kind of explosiveness. In fact, the point guard now has never been as prominent and as important, I think, in the game than it is right now.
I agree.
Some of that is the rule changes, guys. No hand checks. The floor is more spread. But, yeah, this new breed of athletic point guard, so exciting.
Thompson with the bucket.
Well, Thompson is still very raw, but what's impressed me most in terms of his work so far in the NBA is his motor. Just an outstanding offensive rebounder, a high-energy player who brings a ton of effort to the game.
Yeah, that second jump ability, as we call it, to put it back before the D can recover is very special and a lot of times rare. His wingspan also allows him to play bigger than his height defensively. He doesn't get the second one. Taken away. A Sheik jams it straight down.
And you really don't want to give up too many dunks like that. One is too many.
Oh, yeah, no, certainly you're right. You know, that's making it way too easy for sure.
Yeah, a major breakdown defensively. They've got to tighten things up here.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And then C.J. Miles with the dunk.
You know, the defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right
Yeah,
there.
Steve, no one looked too anxious to take him on.
No, you know, guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. I mean, he's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
And so it's Houston with it. The Cavaliers making the shot.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Irving kicks to Thompson. And it's blocked by a Sheik. They recover it. And that one's good by G.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Well, that makes 5 of their last 6 makes coming from inside.
Yeah, really focused on getting the ball into the paint because they're taking advantage of very porous defense down there.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 5.
Still trying to get into the swing of things here offensively. It just has not happened for him here.
Harden dishes to a Sheik. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. A Sheik's got his second bucket of the night.
It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
Irving passes to Thompson, and that one's good.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Now Lin. He's got 9. He feeds it to Harden. And he slams that one down.
Emphatic throw down there.
That one reverberated throughout the building.
No soft stuff out of this guy.
And here is Irving. Shot it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so both teams trading by.
Your run.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
Chandler Parsons out there with Montejunas. Then it's Omar Ashik. Then it's Harden. And it's Lynn in at point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Well, it's been back and forth. Really good battle here.
Yeah, real strong battle, guys, and it looks like it may come down to which team has the ball last as far as who wins.
Isn't it amazing, guys, how quickly Kyrie Irving adapted to the pro game? Played only 11 games his freshman season at Duke before declaring for the draft, and was fantastic with Cleveland his rookie year, winning Rookie of the Year award, in fact.
Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Irving's got 7 points. Rockets trail by 3. Lynn kicks to Ashik. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Zeller. Another miss by Harden. You talk about where Kyrie Irving's rookie season stacks up. His player efficiency rating was higher than the rookie ratings for Derrick Rose, Tyreek Evans, Mike Conley, or John Wall.
Well, you know what? His rookie performance statistically stacked up pretty well to Chris Paul's rookie season. That tells you an awful lot about what Irving did.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
Cleveland moving it around. G defended by Lynn. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And there he goes. He didn't get a 3 in the first, but starting to look for it here.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And it's blocked. G kicks to Thompson. Uses both hands to slam it down.
He's a bit short for the power forward spot, but his great leaping ability more than makes up for it.
Rockets trail by 11. Here's Lynn. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, Jeremy Lin has been getting it done. He has 9 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
Yeah, he really is. He's always looking to make the passes. Head up, eyes up, trying to find the open teammate.
And here's Cleveland. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Irving kicks to Thompson. Back to Irving. Feeds it to Thompson. He dishes it to Zeller. The 3. Offensive rebound. Dishes it to Miles. The dish now to Irving. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And let's take a quick look at the point guards this year, racking up the most steals per game. Number 5 is Jeremy Lin.
Well, with these guys, they're always going to give you an outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. And it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
And that kind of aggression is exactly what you need from your point guard, Steve. At the point of attack, he sets the tone for your defense. And this bunch gives their counterparts very little room to operate on the perimeter.
Here's Ellington. There's the feed to Livingston. Tries a 3. The Rockets pull it in. And playing the Cavaliers here for the second time.
Yeah, and in that victory, they got huge contributions from their bench, and I thought their depth was really the major factor in that game.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Montejunas. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Smith checked in for a sheet. Robinson comes in for Montejunas. Carlos Delfino's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Garcia in for James Harden. Just to talk again about what Steve just said, they never missed a beat, Clark, when they turned to their bench.
Well, there wasn't much of a difference between the points they got from the starters and those they got from the reserves. A really balanced team effort, and you like to see that.
Here is Livingston after the Rockets pick up 3. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Well, you look at the Rockets head coach Kevin McHale in just his second full season as an NBA coach. Remember, he spent a couple of years as an interim coach for the Timberwolves when he was the GM. But really did a great job with that Houston club last season.
Good on the second free throw. And you mentioned McHale's tenure with Minnesota. 13 years as the general manager of the Timberwolves. Yet, Steve, unable to really build a consistent winner around the great pick of Kevin Garnett.
Well, they had it going for a while, Kevin, when they had Marbury and Garnett. But then Marbury forced his way out with the trade. And Minnesota had a couple of good seasons after that. But then they really went in the tank. And I think it was a difficult time for McHale. And I think a lot of people questioned whether he'd be a good NBA coach, but to me, it looks like he is pretty solid. He's been around the game forever, but he's got a good feel for his players, puts them in a position to succeed.
You just hurt my goddamn feeling, and that was the last one I had. Does this look like an arcade trying to play games?
He hits the second from the line.
Well, even though he couldn't get them all to fall, he did at least make it a two-possession game.
Beverly. And it's good. He has 5.
A great move to the hoop, capped off with the finger roll. He's an outstanding finisher in close. This is Kevin Harlan. Reached up high and brought it down hard.
Well, that's how you do the dunk. That's for darn sure.
And that's how you
I just want to thank everybody.
These guys are crazy.
Another board, just continuing to add to that big rebound margin.
And it's a bit ironic, guys. I mean, you would think the score wouldn't be so close the way they're dominating the glass, but this one is still in the balance.
Waiters, no good on the quick 3. Rockets trail by 4. The monster one-hand slam.
My goodness, he's going to do some damage with dunks like that to himself or the rim, maybe both.
Well, that's a chance he's always willing to take, Steve.
Well, I hope he does continue to take them because that was sensational.
Here is Livingston, following the score by Houston. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Well, you got to admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season, shooting better than 90% from the stripe.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And here we go.
I like that foul. You don't want to give up an easy 2 in transition.
No, you don't want to give up a layup. Make him earn them from the stripe, and maybe you get a break and he makes only 1 of the free throws or misses them both.
That's good from Garcia. Houston making some changes. A Sheik is checked in for Smith. Monte Eunice comes in for Robinson. And Chandler Parsons in for Carlos Delfino. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
I've been patiently waiting to weigh in. Been under construction for 2 years, but now it's by that time I double dutch my way in. Left foot, right foot, stepping over biters. It's like the game is haunted, cause there's so many ghost writers. Me see on my life with supply that makes him endless. Straight rider like a biker on a chopper with a hit list.
Robinson's checked in for the Rockets. Harden comes in for Monte Eunice. And so Garcia nails both of them. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He kicks it to G. 3-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, another uncontested 3 there. They've got to make some kind of an adjustment. I mean, they're giving up way too many open 3s.
Well, the last 5 hoops, 3 have come off wide open 3-pointers, Clark. So it's one thing to give up 1, but you start giving 3-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And he makes the first.
Better watch out now. Here we come.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's Harden. Shot is off. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 5. Folks, stick around here at halftime for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
The kids don't stand a chance.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
This is 2K Sports. I hope your week is off to a good start on this Monday.
We're filled with so much hatred.
The Cleveland Cavaliers ahead against Houston. Their passing has been the key. Great playmaking all around. Alonzo G with some valuable contributions. The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed one shot. Can you believe it? A tough matchup, but the Rockets are staying afloat. They'd like to forget that first half. Coach has not been happy with what he's seen out there, and they'll likely come out with major adjustments. Donatas Montiunas still looking to get going. The flavor for that first half, Brickle.
Always in detention for the lack of my attention. You can call it deficit.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, Thompson and Zeller, they're inside. Kyrie Irving is out there with C.J. Miles. And it's G in at the small forward position.
Well, it's no easy task guarding James Harden because he's got the ability to shoot from long range and then the strength and the ball handling ability to get into the paint and keep the defender on his hip. And get all the way to the rim.
Well, Steve, Harden is one of the stronger 2 guards in the NBA, and when he attacks the rim, he has no problems throwing his body into some bigger guys to draw contact and finish the play. That makes him special.
Here's Irving. And the pass to G. Stolen by Harden. Lynn dishes to a Sheik. An alley-oop pass. Hammers it home.
Major courage on display right there in that situation to go reverse.
I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic.
Well, don't tell him because I want to see it again.
And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Parsons. They get it back. Here's Lynn. Gets it to go. Lynn's got 13.
Now they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Steven, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Shoots from the right block. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
And he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them this season, shooting about 78%.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Right side Irving. To halt the run. Passes it to Miles. There's the 3. Shot no good. And it's Houston the other way.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns.
Well, I'll be looking forward to seeing how that Phoenix game turns out for sure.
Irving against Lynn. And that one's good, Irving.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Here's Lynn. Here's Parsons. And it's Miles with the rebound. Miles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's G. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second.
Yeah.
Only one make on 5 tries so far in the second half. Boy, he's been so cool out there, composed, never rattled. I mean, a very steady contributor to the offense.
And here we go. Fast break. Lynn's got it. Goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
At his size, he can really finish at the rim.
Yeah, and not just layups, as you just saw, folks. Wow.
Unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, able to throw it down with ease. A lot to like about Tyler Zeller, guys. A very active, productive player at North Carolina. You know, it's not easy to find big men with his shooting ability. He can hit that little spot-up 17-footer, and he shot better than 80% from the free throw line for the Tar Heels last year.
When you talk about Zeller, a nice mid-range jump shot. Has good touch around the rim. Clark, how do you think he can be at the NBA level?
You know what? The upside for him is probably being a very good starting NBA sitter. Remember, it's one of the hardest positions for teams to fill, that center position. And I think teams are overjoyed when they can find a quality player at that position who also has quality character to go with that. I mean, you get a guy like Tyler Zeller, you know he's going to be productive, and he's going to get better, and he's going to represent you really well in every way. Boy, they just cannot figure out a way to stop this guy this quarter, Kevin.
Here's Irving. Blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. 5th on the list, Kyrie Irving.
Some remarkable shooters in that group, guys. And you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent, patient players.
Precisely. I mean, when you watch any of them, nothing's forced. I mean, it's good, smart shot selection, simple basketball. But that being said, don't take anything away from their natural ability to flat out bury that jumper. They can do that too. Ammonia strong finish right there, partner. You hear me? That was ammonia strong.
Yeah, ripped it down with 2 hands.
That's about as high percentage as you can get.
Don't do that to him. That was fantastic. Wow.
And Clark, the degree of difficulty.
Major.
That was amazing.
Kicks it to Montiunas. Takes it up. And it's Spates with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Waiters. That's good.
You know, the defense has to prevent the ball from getting down into that area if they're going to be successful, guys.
Rockets have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
We've seen James Harden playing a good game here. He's got 14 points, and his defensive work has been solid. 2 steals for him in the game.
Yeah, he's made things hard on them with his defense, both on and off the ball.
No good on the second free throw.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. That's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
And we have seen the intensity pick up big time here in the second half.
Well, you can feel the desire from both teams. They really want to win this one.
Uses the drop step. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Well, you take a look at Dion Waiters out of Syracuse, guys, and I think he's got a chance to emerge as one of the sleepers of this draft. He's athletic, really improved his body his last season at Syracuse. He can score the ball. He's smart, tough, aggressive. I think this guy is going to be a heck of a player.
The Cavaliers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And he converts the layup. Waiters got his 3rd basket of the night. Rockets shooting 47% from the field in the 3rd. Here's Delfino. Here's Smith. Nice second effort. Good job staying with it.
Well, you're not going to get a more high-quality look than that. Terrific offensive rebound there.
It'll count. And no good trying to get that one. And as we conclude the third quarter. Tune in. Cavaliers leading.
And Clark, you mentioned Waiters and his great scoring ability. I think he's also an underrated passer, almost a 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio in college. He can really create for himself as well as others.
They've got a Sheik. Harden out there with Jeremy Lin. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Montiunas in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's a Sheik. Can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Ellington the pass to Livingston. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He misses the free throw.
Boy, it's been a nightmare at the line for him. He keeps finding himself back at that free throw line over and over again.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Zeller, he's checked in for Spates. Tristan Thompson comes in for Luke Walton. Alonzo G is checked in for Wayne Ellington. And it's C.J. Miles in for Waiters.
Both of these teams have really stepped it up offensively.
You know what, Steve? They haven't missed a chance, and I think both teams really know what's at stake on every possession here.
Here's G, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Nasty, nasty. Whoa.
And that look right there on Clark says it all.
He's not alone, Kevin. Well, that was just mean right there.
And the Cavaliers making a change here.
That's it.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Miles has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Irving kicks to Miles. Back to Irving. Pass to Zeller. Over Montiunas. The kick out to Irving. Here's the 3. That is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
That's good.
6 points in short order. 2 straight from deep. That's what can happen with the 3 ball.
Yep, they've got it going. Nice, clean looks.
With some arc. Rockets with the rebound.
And as they grab one there, I was going to make the point that they just haven't done enough in terms of rebounding the ball.
I agree. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Parsons. And another 3 for Houston.
Well, Parsons was really a surprise coming out of Florida. Had a big impact his rookie season with Houston. Very reliable in a lot of areas. Can handle the ball, can knock down a long-range shot, and a better defender than you think as well.
That is what makes Parsons such an easy guy to send down to the floor. You know exactly what he's going to give you on offense, and is very consistent.
Now, remember, he did make a three-pointer in the first half, so we'll see if he can find the range here in the second.
And the basket good. Rockets have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Beverly, an absolute bomb from 3-point range.
9 straight points for them off of wide open looks from deep. Something has to change for this D.
Yeah, they're just giving up too many easy shots out there. They've got to close out harder, get a hand up, make him put it on the floor.
He feeds it to G. Fires the 3. Gets it to go. G's got 6 here in this quarter. I think, Clark and Steve, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Yeah, both teams really competing. Neither side giving any ground. This should be a fun finish. I agree with you, Kev.
And Irving throws it down. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
You know, that's a play very few players have the guts to even try.
Yeah, you know, it's hard enough, Clark, to complete an alley-oop pass to one of your teammates, let alone yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
He does have a little bit of showman in him, that's for sure.
Timeout call for Rockets. They're trailing by 4. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Houston with a big group substitution here. Let's check in for a Sheik. Robinson comes in for Montiunas. Carlos Delfino's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Jeremy Lin in for James Harden. Then for the Cavaliers, Spates comes in for Zeller. And Luke Walton is subbed in for Tristan Thompson. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
Wasted no time on that one. And the Rockets lead by 1.
He has looked very comfortable in three-point land today.
Well, the bulk of his points, that's where they've come from.
And here we go with Lynn. No.
Great finish there, Kevin. Took it strong to the cup.
Yeah, an aggressive two-handed jam.
And that's the kind you like, especially in traffic. You got to make sure.
And that last replay, courtesy of Sprite. Here's G. Money!
Huge bucket.
They don't get much bigger than that, Steve.
Rockets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. Frames it from downtown.
I'll tell you what, when he gets it going, this is exactly what can happen. They may have to double team him.
Poke loose. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Smith kicks to Lin. Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great.
Sweet finish there, showing you some major strength and the ability to sky.
I rode that elevator right to the top floor.
Explosive hops. I'll tell you what, he can really catch you off guard.
And that shot sucked the life out of the whole building.
Well, that was a big one, Clark. You can hear it.
Yeah, that was a gut punch right there. These fans, oh, man, they're struggling.
Beverly, they grabbed their own miss. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That's his first foul.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
Not a very good decision with that entry pass. Not with a defender right there.
Irving kicks to G. Beyond the arc. Off target from downtown. Deflects the pass. No one near him. It's good.
They really executed well here offensively.
Well, it's going to take a major catastrophe, a colossal collapse, for them to not walk away with the win.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
I think they're just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew. This is Kevin Owens saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan player of the game, Jeremy Lin.
Dedicated to all my hustlers that's a product of their environment. Whether getting money legally or illegally, we gotta do what we gotta do to survive, man. Grew up a screw up, baby. Got introduced to the game. I ain't took a breath yet. Let's go. Ever since I was an embryo, waiting to shape up and ship out, something in my brain said, wake up and kick out. Roberta and Wayne stayed up and flipped out. Cause when I came, I was draped up and dripped